Hi people, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing my face, my name is Cheta, and I create content in Abuja, Nigeria. It will be helpful if you subscribe to my channel for love and support, and also interact with my content by liking or dropping a comment whenever you feel like you have something to say with regards to whatever it is I'm talking about. Also, thank you so much to the returning subscribers. You guys don't know how much this means to me, and I really appreciate the love and support. As you can see from the title, we're talking about pretty girl privilege, and I have an amazing story to back it up. So if you know that you do not want to miss out on these juicy gist, just stick around till the end of the episode, and you get to hear all of my amazing stories and gist. All right guys, yeah, let's get right into the video. Okay, so guys, I'm a believer in anything that happens as a coincidence is actually pre-planned. So before I get right into today's video, recently my friend Mercy, she has a YouTube channel also. I'll link it in the description box, and I'll also drop the name of her YouTube channel. I think it's Talk with Mercy or something along that line. I'll put name on the screen. She has a YouTube channel, and she also has a podcast where she goes to share stuff about things about life basically. And yeah, she's going to feature me in one of her videos. It's coming right up very soon, so just stick around. I'll let you guys know when it's out. But then I listened to an episode of her podcast this morning, and she was talking about pretty girl privilege. Yeah, and that is a very important topic to talk about in Nigeria, being that we know how things are here. And she shared a lot of things, and also the person she brought on her podcast, they shared a lot of things, right? So you guys might want to, you would want to go and listen to it, because it's an amazing episode, and it's like a must listen for everybody. But then I also had some thoughts of mine that I'd really like to share, and that's why I decided to talk about this topic today. So yeah, that's what we'll be talking about today. Yeah, also coincidentally, yesterday in church, someone shared a story that I would like to also relate to this entire transaction. So you guys just listen and you get the part of the story, right? Okay, so the first thing I want us to talk about, I want us to know what is pretty girl privilege, right? Pretty girl privilege is basically those privileges that pretty girls or pretty boys, because it's just pretty girl, but I feel like, it happens to boys a lot, so it's pretty girl / pretty boy privilege basically, but it's more prominent for the ladies, right? So it's one of those it's those benefits you get from people simply because you are beautiful, or you have like curvy body, or you have like basically you're light skin. There are so many factors, and you know how Nigeria is, and basically in Nigeria colorism is a thing. When you see light skin girl and you're like, basically, so it's that privilege you get for as a lady when you walk into a room and everybody's like, whoa, who is this beautiful girl? Basically, that's what pretty girl privilege. And like I mentioned, it can come in different forms. So pretty girl privilege comes in, maybe you're a very beautiful girl. It comes in you're maybe very curvy, figure 8, very shapy and whatnot. It comes in maybe you're light skinned, you're dark skinned, maybe you basically there are so many forms through which it comes in basically, and that's what it is for those who probably do not understand what pretty girl privilege is. So now, is it actually a thing? Very obvious. Pretty girl privilege is definitely a thing in Nigeria. I don't know about other parts of the world, but I want to believe that it's something everywhere in the world. But for Nigeria, I know for a fact that it's a thing, absolutely a thing. People get favored because of they are beautiful, they are tall, like so many factors. Basically, they are curvy. Is definitely 100% a thing in Nigeria. If I'm looking down, I'm just checking my notes because I wrote a number of things I want to talk about. Then, should it be a thing? Actually, in the ideal way, it shouldn't be a thing, because it's so crazy when a girl walks into a bank and you can see the preferential treatment, she's not queuing up and whatnot. Or in school, you see, a girl gets an A grade simply because she's beautiful and the lecturer just she just found favor in the eyes of the lecturer. Or a case where a girl goes for a job interview and she just because of how beautiful, pretty, curvy she is, the employer is like, man, this girl has to work here. She's like what we need, basically, especially for jobs like front desk. She's the first person people would see, so she needs to be beautiful. And sometimes people that actually merit the job do not get it because you're judging on the basis of beauty and all of that superficial things. So basically, it shouldn't be a thing, but it's actually our reality. In fact, I had it when I was in school. I had a roommate then that used to say she must marry a fine man because being a fine girl is it gives favor. So her children must be fine because it gives favor. And actually, it's our reality. It is what it is here in this part of the world. I don't know about other parts of the world. I'm only saying based on my own experience and my own what I've seen so far. Basically, it's actually a thing. People get favor because of they're beautiful and all of that. So it's really, really, really a thing. It is a thing, but should it be a thing? I don't think it should be. I feel like people should actually get what they deserve because they deserve it, not because of how beautiful or how they one or two things. Basically, it's just common human sense and nature. I won't lie to you, sometimes it comes to play in my benefits. I won't lie to you when maybe I go to the bank and I don't have to queue up, or I go to buy stuff and then someone like, come stand in front of me, or I go to queue in the fuel station and I get like that. I don't know how to explain it to you, but basically it is what it is. And I won't lie to you, it comes with its benefits, and when you start reaping the benefits of it, you see that is something you love. And I feel like it's something to mention. A lot of girls become manipulative because of this thing. So because they know they are beautiful and because they know they will get people out of their beauty, they tend to use it to their advantage. Nigeria, use what you have to get what you want. While some people, they know it, but they decide not to take advantage of it. They just decide to be them and do their thing their way, basically, which is what it should be ideally. But then again, you can't control the way people behave. So another thing I wanted to talk about was the demerits of it. Like, there are a lot of demerits to it. Like, you can't be making some certain kind of people feel some certain kind of way. A lot of people tend to lose what they actually deserve, what they merit, because of they are not beautiful. A lot of people lose jobs. They don't get that favor. Maybe you come to the fuel station after queuing for hours, someone just comes and parks in front of you because she's beautiful. Because something like that has happened to me in the fuel station before. In fact, someone even walked up to me and told me that, see, I can even get their manager to give me free fuel. And you know how fuel scarcity is in Nigeria now, to give me free fuel for every time I come to buy fuel in their fuel station. Like, does it even make any sense? But then he has to get my number. Do you understand? So it makes absolutely no sense. These pretty girl privilege things too affect people's self-esteem. So you see some girls, they are intelligent, they know what they deserve, but then because they feel like they are not beautiful, they tend to drop their standard to a certain level, so that it just makes a lot of people struggle with self-esteem issues. At least I, for one, I knew when I was growing up, like, if you guys know my sister, you already know my sister. She's very beautiful, dark skin but pretty, and she's very curvy. Like, so growing up then, she was super curvy. She took after my mom's body shape, and she always got more favor than I did. I won't lie, it's something. She always got more favor than I did. When I'm walking on the road, you see people, they'll tend to call at her first, and then she was really smart, so she always got that favor more. And then myself, then at the time I was really fat. I felt like I was not beautiful enough. I always told myself then, I want to be like my sister, which is not a bad thing to have your sister as your role model, but it began to play with my self-esteem. That at the point I started feeling like, because I'm not as beautiful or I'm not as curvy as my sister, I'm not good enough, which is not something great. Also, in this podcast I listened to this morning, where Mercy was talking, her guest shared a story about a serious rivalry between two sisters because of this thing of basically. So it's very unhealthy. There are so many downsides to it, but it is just what it is, right? But then I feel like we should just try and understand that humans are humans, and drop all this pretty girl privilege thing and just give people what they deserve. Because you dropping people's self-esteem because you feel like you want to make a point doesn't help nobody. Do you understand? Like, just try to be a civil human being and treat everybody how they deserve to be treated. If they are nice to you, be nice to them, treat them civilly, and don't, because one is more prettier or more curvy than the other, you now tend to act a certain kind of way. That's so unfair. I think another thing is a lot of girls get too conscious about this pretty girl thing, that they tend to feel like, oh, I don't have genuine friends. This guy coming around is probably coming around because I'm a fine girl and he wants to use me to post. I've had experiences like that, dude. There's one guy that literally just met me, but then he was already asking for my picture to post me on his status. Why? As what? You get? So a lot of people tend to use it, but doesn't mean that you should also forget that you have genuine friends that love you and really care about you and all of that. Like, they exist. So you should also just try and understand that it is life, and there are people that truly love you, and do not, because some people are some kind of way, you feel like everybody is shady. So whoever comes to you and is trying to be like love you and show you genuine love and care, you then tend to feel like they are there because of certain benefits or whatever, basically. So the final thing I wanted to talk about was the story that someone shared yesterday, right? So he said that, oh, he was working in a company, and a lady came to apply for a position, and she came for a job interview. She applied for like a role, but she didn't qualify for it, right? And instead of them saying, oh, sorry, you didn't qualify for it, and find other candidates that really did well, they told her that, okay, fine, they found other candidates that did well, but then they not offered her an internship, simply because the guy had already said, do not let this girl go. Because when he came to the front desk, he saw her and she was looking beautiful, and he's like, man, this girl is pretty, I can't let her go. And what does that even mean? Like, people get a lot of jobs and benefits like that they don't even deserve, and that's totally wrong. Like, if you're in this behavior, please drop it. Like, now they're married, though, they are married, but what I'm saying is that you can find other ways to interact with a girl if you feel like she's attractive to you, not by giving her a job, and like, it makes absolutely no sense. So, but anyways, that's just my own 2 cents. If you don't agree with it, share your opinions in the comment section below. Also, if you have some pretty girl privilege stories that you have to share too with us, drop it in the comment section below. Please do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Do not forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, basically. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.